So we're looking live at the White House there. One of Donald Trump's legal fights over the election is in court today in Pennsylvania. Trump is trying to stop that state from certifying its results, a key step to confirming Joe Biden as the next president. We were telling you yesterday at this time, the Trump team is dropping the heart of its case over mail-in and absentee ballots, meaning the legal challenge today will not overturn Biden's win in Pennsylvania. And of course, Pennsylvania was the state that put Biden over the top to that 270 electoral college number he needed. Georgia remains another focus for Trump's election fight. A hand recount of about 5 million ballots is still going on in that state. And our senior Washington editor, Lindsay Duncombe, is here with what is happening in Georgia. Very contentious. Lindsay, CBC News, other American news outlets have already declared Joe Biden the winner there. And that really cements the hold on the electoral college votes that he needs. But why are they recounting? Tell us the latest. What's going on?
It's because of the margin of the victory. It's within 1%, with Joe Biden ahead by 14,000 votes at the start of the recount, which is really just winding up right now, Heather. They are already through 4 million of the votes, about 1 million more to go. This is happening by hand. And in the course of this, they did discover that 2,600 votes were not part of that initial tally. And those votes came from a very Trump-friendly county. But even though those votes were not uploaded from a memory stick, it is unlikely that this recount is going to change the course of the election in Georgia, which is in the Joe Biden column, and that's because of the size of that lead. And that is something that the Republican Secretary of State has acknowledged, that there has been, it's unlikely that this is going to change. And as a result, he's given a couple of interviews in American media saying that he has been harassed. He's even received death threats. His name is Brad Raffensperger, and he said that he got a text, or his family got a text that said, "You better not botch this recount. Your life depends on it." And in addition to that, Republicans in the state have been putting pressure on this Republican Secretary of State, including a member of Congress, a member of the House, who said that the election was incompetent. The two senators who are fighting to keep their seats in a runoff in January put out a statement saying that the way the election was handled in Georgia was an embarrassment. And the president also tweeted, calling this Republican Secretary of State a Republican in name only. There were also reports that Lindsey Graham, a longtime supporter of President Trump, had a conversation with the Secretary of State in which she was asking questions about whether or not large parts of mail-in ballots could not be counted because of a signature matching issue. That is one of the legal avenues here that the Trump campaign is pursuing. Now, Lindsey Graham has denied that, saying it's ridiculous. But in these interviews with CNN and with the Washington Post, Georgia Secretary of State has said that this is disillusioning to have this kind of pressure. Here's more of what he said.
I understand how contentious it is. We're going to follow the process. We follow the law. The results will be what they are. I'm going to probably be disappointed because I was rooting for the Republicans to win, obviously. But I have a process. I have a law that I follow. Integrity in this office matters.
We're also going to be keeping the focus on Georgia, Lindsay, because they have those 2 Senate runoffs and they are still weeks away. So the pressure doesn't seem likely to end anytime soon.
It's likely only to intensify, and that is because of the importance of those 2 Senate runoffs, with the balance of power at stake in the Senate. Now, the Democrats, who are coming off of this victory, turning Georgia blue for the first time since Bill Clinton, really see a victory, should they win in these runoffs, as a way to make it clear for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's agenda to actually get through. Now, the flip side is true of the Republicans. They see maintaining these seats as a way to stop the Democrats' agenda. So as you can imagine, the money, the effort, the attention, all that was on the U.S. election across the country is now zeroing in on the state of Georgia.
Lindsay, thank you very much. There's our senior Washington editor, Lindsay Duncombe.